Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please do what feels right for you, which might mean skipping things or changing things or moving at a different pace. Please use this time to be in your body in the way that feels right for you. We're all learning. And take what works and leave what doesn't. So let's begin sitting today. If you want to sit up on something, you might grab a blanket or cushion, whatever you need to sit comfortably. And either close your eyes or take a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. And let your awareness arrive here now. Coming back from all the future planning, all the past rumination, and just feeling what's here in this moment to notice. And as we begin this practice of presence, you might set your breath as an anchor to come back to, knowing that your mind will wander. And when it does, you can invite yourself back to something now. The breath is always now. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. Let's begin by taking the right arm up, bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow, take it back. And so each pose, each shape is going to present a whole different set of sensations, some of which you may like, some of which you may not like. Let's release right arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close, drawing back through your shoulder. And what you might notice is when you don't like it, or even when you like it, that may trigger a lot of thoughts. How do I avoid this that I don't like? How do I keep this that I do like? Both of which sort of take us out of right here, right now. Let's release right arm out, rotate thumb to point down, take it around, interlace your fingers at your waist, pull your knuckles around towards the front, elbows towards one another. Circle your right shoulder. And there's also maybe I know this already, or I don't understand this. All kinds of reactivity. Let's keep fingers interlaced, reach the arms up, back, open up the heart, and then fold any amount. Maybe just dropping your head, maybe coming part way or all the way to the floor, maybe reaching arms up and back away from you. So part of this practice can be putting a little space around what you notice to just let it be. Not necessarily good or bad, not necessarily anything to move towards or away from, just what is. Let's come up. Hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And of course, that practice of equanimity, of just allowing what's here to be here, would be a little easier if we weren't doing anything, if we're just sitting. I mean, that's hard enough. Let's cross the other leg on top. But here, while we're doing things, left arm up, bend it back, hand to the elbow, take it back. Trying to, go towards the direction these poses are inviting us, towards greater health and well-being, flexibility, strength, balance, all the things. It's a little more challenging. Can I still do all that this pose is inviting me to do? Apply everything I know about my body mechanics, about alignment, about whatever I know about this particular shape, do all that, and just watch it, just bless it, just like this. Arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close, draw back through your shoulder. So you might see that that process is much easier when what you're doing feels comfortable, is familiar or slightly engaging, not too familiar, not too new. There are certain situations that are easy to be with, and then there's all the rest. How's this one? Being here. Release, arm out. Thumb points down, wrap it around. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top. Knuckles towards the front, elbows towards one another. Circle your left shoulder. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest. Fold forward, any amount, it doesn't matter. You might explore what's possible, going right up to your limit. At our edges, things get interesting. Reactive patterns may be a little bit more active. Release, come up. Hands to knees, round back. And roll your way back up. Let's bring feet to the floor. Hip width apart, parallel. Shift your hands to the floor in front of your feet and then rock front to back. How conscious, how purposeful, how much attention can you bring to what you're doing? And drop your heels, lift your hips, and then hang and ragdoll. So in each pose, you are simply doing your best, given what you understand and what you are able to do. So you're using all your previous knowledge, all your body wisdom to go in the direction of the fullest expression of this pose possible for you, honoring your limits as they are now. And then it's like this, however this is. Shouldn't be any different. Maybe sometimes easy to be with, maybe sometimes really challenging, but that is why we practice, not to change you, not to fix you or better you, but to give you lots of opportunities to feel and open up to you as you are and as you aren't, just like this. Plant your hands near the front of your mat and step back into a high push-up position. Feel your strength here. The whole body lifting up away from the floor, shins lifting, thighs lifting, belly lifting, chest lifting, the whole underside pushing up, creating space. Feel your head connected to your heels, whole body nice and long. And then shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up, bending the elbows straight back. Feel free to drop your knees as you go. And then come into your back bend. Feel free to take this as gently or deep as you like. You are welcome to modify or adjust each pose so it suits your needs right now. Back to down dog when you're ready. You might pedal out your feet a little bit, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor, waking up the backs of the legs. How interested can you be in what you're doing? And that is challenging when what you're doing is something you've done many, many, many times before. Autopilot is a fabulous feature. Thank God for autopilot. And here now, full presence would serve you more. Drop your knees. Sink back to child's pose. And child's pose, or your resting pose, can be a place to just simplify. Making it easier again to come back to right here, right now. Recommitting to that. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. And then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip. And back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come back to down dog. Bend your knees, look forward like a cat getting ready to pounce. And lightly hop or step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold, let your head release fully. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down, standing even taller. Mountain pose. You might take an extra breath here. Another good place to recenter, recommit. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Fold forward, swan dive down. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. 5 deep breaths. You might take those in down dog or child's pose or sitting or on your forearms or knees. Come to a shape that allows you to come back to full presence. Back to surrender. Last breath here. Step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. And please take all the time you need for your transitions. From down dog, right leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in. And start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times, pulling the hips up and away as you do. Take your leg a little higher and then right knee towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Send it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Reach it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Settle in. Grab your left wrist. Take it across. Little side bend. So Same thing, other side. Grab your right wrist, take it across. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the heart. Release arms up. Tip forward. Standing splits. Hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hip square and with the upper body letting go. Like ragdoll. Let your head release. Neck release. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. Last breath here. Release. Optional handstand swing. So if you would like, plant your hands and swing the left leg up and down, just getting a little air time for that right leg. Can do as many or as few of these as you like. When you're done, make your way to down dog. Taking your time. Feeling what you're doing. Left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in. Start circling this bent left knee. So when it gets challenging, when it gets intense, when it gets uncertain, it's a little harder to just watch it with equanimity. Can you do that here now? Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm, reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm, up and back, right towards the center of your chest. Send it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Grab your right wrist, take it over. Same thing, other side. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Other thumb on top this time. Non-dominant way. Hips low. Heart high. Release arms up. Tip forward. Standing splits. Stretching that right leg as straight and long and high as you can, letting the upper body find ease. Step back. Warrior one. Doing all the things. Can there be 100% action, dynamic, continuous fine-tuning, and 100% surrender? Just witnessing. Last breath. Release. Optional handstand swing. So you don't have to do any, and they don't have to be any particular way. So as you go towards
lightness and grace, making space for clunky and awkward. Eventually, finding your way to a good rest. Letting go of everything we've just done, everything we might do. Last breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms pressed down. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. So you might find the poses that you, quote, dislike are the ones that have the greatest potential for transformation. Can I be in this pose that I don't particularly enjoy and find peace? Last breath here. Release. Lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Open out, warrior two. Shifting hips and arms to the side. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling. Reverse warrior two, right arm high, left arm back. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Finding your alignment as best you can. You can't know things you don't know. So if you're not sure what you're doing, great, that's where you're at. We're all learning. One more breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog, however you get there. Left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Open out, warrior two. And on the other hand, if you think you know what you're doing, the poses can get stagnant and then we're just going through the motions. So can you settle into the perhaps uncomfortable feeling of not knowing, of never fully being done, of being in the curiosity? Flip the left palm, reverse warrior two. Taking any inclination towards boredom or checking out as a clue that you're ready to go more subtle. Straighten the front leg, triangle. And like a fractal, that never ends. We don't get to the end of that. It just gets more subtle, the doing, the curiosity, the feeling. Last breath. release. This time, both hands to the floor. Turn your feet to face the wide side of your mat. Wide-legged forward fold. Hanging as a resting pose, and you're welcome to take your feet closer or further. Can bend your knees a little or a lot, any arm position, any movement. Let's walk both hands over to the right, and we'll bend the right knee a little or a lot. Just kind of exploring being over here. And then walk over to the left, bending the left knee a little or a lot. And then we'll go back and forth several times, and there's lots of ways you might do this. You could lift one of your heels or toes to take your hips really low. You could move fast or slow. You might find different ways to orient your arms or upper body. You might try it without the use of your hands. And then back to neutral. Let's turn the heels in, toes out, bend the knees. Come into horse stance, letting the hips sink nice and low. We'll bring backs of the hands together up to shoulder height and release them down, doing this a few times. Now with just the right arm as we lean to the right, and then lean to the left. And we're going to take this side-to-side movement into some dynamic balancing. So next time you're leaning to the right, we're going to hop off that foot and find balance on the left. And then fall to it, glide across, find balance. We'll do this several times. You want to make this easier? Take a small stance. It could be just a slight shift of weight and then a little balance, or for more adventure, a big fall, a big leap up. If the arms feel awkward, either do something else or practice them until they feel less awkward. And notice that moment of suspend, right before you fall and right before you land. You're going to feel your inner thighs tomorrow. So we're going to take this into a few static balances. So next time you're on your left leg, we'll bring the right leg up for figure four balance. Hips nice and low. You're welcome to stay here or fingertips to the floor. You're welcome to stay here or try an arm balance, hooking ankle and knee into the upper arms. Shifting weight forward. Maybe lifting the back foot off the floor. Maybe extending it straight. If you were in your hands, come back to your foot, rise up, fall, glide across. Same thing other side, figure four balance. And you're just finding your way. This might be a good place to stay. Maybe you go towards an arm balance. There's nowhere to get except where you get. While you are doing what you are doing, can you be present? Can you let it be like it is? If you are in your hands, come back to your feet, rise and fall. Glide across, figure four again. Twist, outside of the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Open up through the left shoulder. You might shimmy your arm further down. Some of you might get it all the way to the floor. Another stopping point. Another arm balance possibility. Revolved Galavasana. If you were in your hands, back to your foot. Rise, fall, glide across. Same thing other side. Outside of the hand to the inside of the foot. Stay here or shimmy it further down. Maybe both hands come to the floor. Maybe you shift your weight. Maybe that bottom foot comes off the floor. Maybe it doesn't. Wherever you are, how much can you open up to what you're doing? If you were in your hands, come back to your foot. Rise, fall, glide across. Catch same hand as foot to the back. Start to circle your knee. Big circle, as big as you can make, a couple times. So by bringing all this movement into our balance practice, we're really working the fast twitch muscles, the muscles that keep us in balance. Come to a static quad stretch balance. Opposite hand can be out, could be at your foot, or you could fold forward. Make sure you're not locking your supporting leg. If you did fold, make your way up, release, fall, glide across. I'm winded. I don't know about you. This is hard. Start circling. Go in both directions. I've been wanting to get more cardio. I guess this counts, right? Static quad balance. Breathing wherever you are. You get to choose what you're doing. If you want to fold, fold. If you don't, don't. Wherever you are, feeling it. Breathing here. If you did fold, make your way up. Release. Fall. Glide across. Now catch opposite hand to foot in the back. Twisted king dancer. Kick your foot into your hand. And just feel what's here. What is this awakening in you? What are you noticing? If there were no other way it should be, how would you be experiencing this? Gently release. Fall, glide across. Opposite hand catches foot in the back. Gently release, fall, glide across, knee to the front, opposite hand to the outside of the knee or the outside of the foot for a twist. Roll open through the right shoulder. Maybe even looking back. Last breath here. Gaze to the front, release, fall, glide across. Same thing other side. I'm going to be so sore tomorrow. Come into your twist, so you get to choose. Whether you're holding your foot or your knee, your leg might be partly straight. If you're holding your foot and you want a little less, bend your knee. If you're holding the knee and you want a little more, kick through your heel. Release. Fall. Glide across. Now take a step behind. Opposite elbow to the outside of that front knee. Hands to prayer position. Twist. And you can go towards, feet flat, towards legs straight. If you want to try an arm balance from here, you can bend both legs again, hands to the floor, lean into your hands, possibly taking one or both feet off the floor. Scissors pose, Kundanyasana. If you were in your hands, come back to your feet. Step out. Step behind. We're almost done. This is hard. Come elbow to the outside of the knee. At some point, we're not going to be able to do this stuff. I don't know if you can even do it now, but at some point, our bodies aren't going to be able to do these things. So can you use this moment as a celebration that you have a body that can do what it does right now? Whatever that is. Maybe you lean into your hands. Maybe you extend the legs. If you were in your hands, come back to your feet. Let's step out. And then release. Hard part's over. Give yourself a little pat on the back. That was good. Wide-legged forward fold as a rest. So you do this in the way that feels good for you, that feels restorative for you. Turn to face the front of your mat. Step back to down dog for a moment, and then come all the way through to sitting. Extend the legs forward. You can take the flesh of your sit bones back, inch the heels forward, and take a fold. You might use your hands on your feet. If the feet are out of reach, you can use a strap or something like that around the feet, or hands on the floor. Every inhale, feeling the expansive quality of the inhale as an opportunity to lengthen. Every exhale, feeling the releasing quality of the exhale as an opportunity to let go. And that may result in a slight physical deepening into the pose. And it might just be the seed of that, the intention of that. So even if physically nothing's happening that you could see or even feel, imagining length, imagining deepening. Let's come up, release. Bring the right leg up and let's cradle that right shin. Sit as tall as you can. As you do this, there may be an inclination around back. See if you can sit tall. Bring the right leg a little more out to the right. And then take your right arm underneath, just as much as you're able. If you can, creep as far under as you can, maybe even your shoulder. Some of you might do your head. Who knows? That could be possible. Don't force anything. It's not worth it. And then right hand to the floor, not just where it lands, but slightly back so it kind of locks your foot in place. And then we'll straighten the right leg, whatever amount you're able. Release. Right leg in and up to half lotus. If half lotus is not a good pose for you, Janu Shirshasana, sole of the foot to the inner thigh. If you are in half lotus, you might try for a bind. And then fold any amount. You can use your hands where they make sense for you. It could be on your foot, on the floor, some combination of things. Let's bring the upper body up. Keep your legs as they are. Bend the left leg just a little so it's nice and open. Sit tall and fold. And again, it might be just the idea of folding, the direction of folding. Bring the upper body back up. Keep the legs oriented as they are. Lean back. And now reach your left toe towards your nose, as if you're trying to smell it. Reach your right knee away. And then see if you could get your left ankle into lotus. If you can't without the hands, and you think you might with the hands without hurting yourself, go ahead and bring it in. So you might be in lotus, you might be in half lotus, you might be in some other cross-legged situation. We're going to bring hands to the floor by the hips and try and lift the hips up. Now, if you say, my arms are too short, yeah, me too. It's not about that. We're going to engage the core to try and lift up, and it might look like this. And there's no space between your body and the floor. That's okay. So if you're trying, you're working all the same muscles. Hips up as high as you can. 3 slow, deep breaths. Release down. You can either unwind and get ready for the other side, or try a lotus vinyasa. Don't hurt yourself. If you want, rock up onto your knees. Hands to the floor, elbows in towards the pubic bone. Lean your weight forward. Maybe legs come off the floor. Thwop them out and take a vinyasa. Make your way to sitting, however you get there. Whew. Did I say the hard part was over? Here we are. Left shin comes up, little rocking side to side, sit tall. None of it's hard if you're okay being where you're at. If you're seeing something I'm doing and you can't do it, and that occurs as a problem, yeah, then it's hard. But otherwise, we're just exploring. Maybe left leg out to the side a little bit. Left arm underneath, whatever amount. It doesn't need to be pretty. It doesn't need to feel easy. We are just exploring our bodies. Maybe your shoulder under. Maybe your head under. Left hand to the floor. Slide it back, and then extend that left leg straight, whatever amount, towards straight. Release. Left ankle to the top of the right thigh, or left sole of the foot to the right inner thigh. Folding. notice the mind wants to make a narrative about it. My mind sure does. There's like a running commentary. And, you know, that's not a problem unless the commentary is causing stress. And here's where we get to just put a little space between us, the one who watches, and the constant comments, the constant judgments of the mind. And in between that space of sensory input and commentary, there can be just what is. Right now it's like this. If you did fold, come up, bend the right leg. Fold any amount. Might be just the idea of folding. There's nowhere to go. Then you breathe there. If you did fold, you can come up. Right toe to your nose, left knee away. And we're just going towards, toe to the nose. Can you be okay with it being as far as it is as you're trying to do this thing? And then maybe try and get it into lotus. If you could get it into lotus if you use your hands, use your hands. Come up, cross leg, half lotus, full lotus, whatever's here. This time as we try and lift up, 25 rapid inhales and exhales through the nose. We're going to make our way onto our backs. You can do that however you want to. You might just unwind your legs, give your ankles a little rub, roll on back. You might try the lotus vinyasa again. Maybe there's some movement that helps you integrate what you've just done, feel how it is now. We're going to make our way on to our backs. Bring your knees in. And just take a little circle or rock with your knees. Grab the soles of the feet on the inside. Press your knees towards the floor. You might keep the legs bent or explore straightening them part way or all the way. Release, grab your right knee, drop your left leg long, and then guide your right knee across your body, spinal twist. Feel free to take any movement, any touch. A little self-massage can be good. Bringing healing and awareness through touch. Come back to center. Left knee in, take it across. Open out through the left arm. Back to center. Check in with your body. Is there anything you want to do to feel complete in your practice? Pose we didn't get to that you'd like to do now? Part of your body that could use a little attention? Taking the time you need to wind things down in any way that feels good for you. If you would like, I'm going to offer a self-facial massage. So if you want to join me for that, get as comfortable as you can in a symmetrical, relaxed position. Feel free to adjust your clothing, grab any props. Get your body symmetrical, at ease. And then rub the palms together. Place your palms over your eyes, sealing out the light and encouraging your eyes to not only close but relax back. Keeping the eyes closed and relaxed, bring your fingers to the center of the forehead and start to rub from the center of the forehead towards the temples. And you can keep coming back to the center and spreading towards the sides of the face. Good, firm pressure, feeling how much feels good for you. Could be fingertips or thumbs. If you find a place that's tender, you might hold it with steady pressure, little circles. And then bringing your fingertips to either side of the nose, pressing into the sinus area, pressing and spreading towards the sides of the face. Working along your cheekbone, following your cheekbone towards your ear, finding where your jaw connects to your skull. Oh, that hinge joint just under your ear, and all the tender places around there, the strong jaw muscle. Pressure points. Oh. You might give the earlobes a little squeeze or pull. Working your way along your jaw. And give your chin a pinch or press. And then take the heels of the hands. Make a couple big circles into the cheeks, massaging the cheekbones into the cheeks into the cheekbones, into. And then go back over any area that needed extra work. You can also give your scalp a rub, like a dry shampoo. And give your neck and shoulders a little squeeze. Mm. When you're done, smooth over the face. Imagine you just washed your face and you're wiping away the water, wiping away any last bit of tension. And then shake it out of your hands. And you might finish by giving the forearms and hands a little rub. They can get really overworked. So much work we do with our hands, forearms. Check in with the rest of your body. Is there anything else you need to do to feel complete in this practice? To get your body ready for a few moments of stillness. Perhaps a couple of extra deep exhales or sighs, and then letting the breath be natural without any control. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually. Eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. Bring hands together at the heart. And just take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. Appreciating
this beautiful body being you get to experience life through. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, what a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. And even if you didn't, well done sticking through. That was a strong one. Thank you for your support in any ways you're able. Financial contributions are really appreciated. And you don't need to spend any money to support me. Liking what I do on Facebook, sharing what I do, subscribing to my YouTube channel, sharing this with others who might enjoy it are all really good ways of supporting me, or just letting me know that you appreciated it. Thank you.